have been more and more attacks against Christians over the last couple of months in the Middle East, causing many to flee. And with Al-Qaeda claiming responsibility for some of the violence, should the U.S. step in to keep the peace?
Fox News terror analyst Walid Phares is the author of The Coming Revolution, the struggle for freedom in the Middle East, and he joins us this morning to talk about this. Good morning, Walid.
Good morning to you, gentlemen.
So what is behind this escalation of violence in the Middle East against Christians?
Well, what's behind that, you have two things. Number one, certainly Al-Qaeda, they issued press releases clearly weeks before last Christmas saying that their militants should be attacking churches, Christians in the Middle East, and try to push them out of the region. On the other hand, you have incitements, a lot of extremist incitements, including on internet and also in some of the Arab satellite.
And clearly it's having some effect. The number of Christians in Iraq, for example, down from 1.5 million to less than 850,000 in just a couple of years. Is there anything that can be done, let's say by the U.S., for example?
Well, of course, the United States should have done more in the past. I mean, at least in 2003, they should have helped the Christian community known also as the Assyrian Chaldean Syria community. And these are not just converts. The 1.2 million people are the descendants of the actual native population of Iraq, the ancient population. Now, they have two demographics, one in Baghdad and one in the north. The leaders of these communities, including those in America, Detroit, Chicago, and others, are telling the government here that they would like to have a province for their communities in Iraq, in the north, next to the Kurds. I think that would be a rational policy, but of course we need to put pressure on the Iraqi government to make sure that they maintain the security of the Christians in Baghdad.
And it seems they may have actually paid attention, Walid, a little bit, at least during the Christmas holiday there in Iraq, because they had increased police presence, protecting some of the churches for Christians in Iraq, but they had to practice the Christian faith in quiet, and they had to hide. But we're also seeing this now in Egypt. Why are we seeing an escalation now in Egypt against Christians?
Same phenomenon, the Christian Copts of Egypt. Now, they are 15 million. That's a huge number. This would be 3 times the size of the Palestinian population entirely in the Middle East. They have been under attack by extremist jihadists for the past 25 years. But now Al-Qaeda is stepping up the attacks and asking for targeting, including of churches. Again, we have the Egyptian government, an ally government, recipient of foreign aid, that should do more. But in Egypt, the problem is that the Copts are dispersed across the country. It would be very difficult to consider a constant physical security support of the Copts.
Walid, we hope the situation improves. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.